magiging mainit pa nga ang magiging sagutan ng ating mga debaters, talaga namang nakita natin ang kanilang mga opinion kanina at ngayon, mas paiinitin pa natin yan dahil may mga inihanda tayong katanungan sa kanila at ang bawat grupo or membro ay magbabatuhan ng kanilang mga sagot because it's Bardagulan time! Ayan, paalala lamang sa ating mga manonood. Siyempre, sa ating mga debaters na ang ating programa ay hindi po nagdidikta ng kung ano ang tama or mali. Ang gusto lamang natin sa ating programa ay marinig kung ano ang inyong mga opinion at mas palawakin pa kung ano ang alam ng mga kabataan hinggil sa ating issue. Kaya naman, umpisahan na natin ang ating unang katanungan. Do you think na the idea of wearing school uniforms to promote security and sense of belongingness sa mga mag-aaral ay still applicable sa henerasyon ngayon?
Yes, I would think so because the thing about the uniforms is that it's in the name, uni, as in unity. So everyone would be equal in terms of education, and it doesn't matter what class or looks or whatever at all, but you will be equal to everyone, and this provides a unity towards all students.
Parang ang pinagtutuunan nyo lang pansin is yung unity, hindi na yung mismong pag-aaral. Bakit? Pag hindi ka ba nagsuot ng school uniform, makakapekto ba yan sa parang kalidad ng mga natututunan mo sa school? So parang ang nagiging focus nyo lang kasi, ang sinasabi nyo, kaya gusto nyo na para may mandatory wearing of school uniform kasi it fosters unity. While in fact, parang hinahadlangan nyo yung freedom of expression ng mga bata na hindi nila na-express ng maayos yung sarili nila, which ayun pa nga ata yung makakaapekto sa parang mga sa kanila internally at sa kalidad na natututunan nila.
Siguro meron ako follow-up question. No? We say freedom of expression. Sa mga kabataan or generation of today, what does it mean when we say self-expression?
We firmly believe that yung kasabihan po ng freedom of expression or self-expression is yung ability po or yung pagkakaroon mo po ng kakayahan na express ng sarili mo in various ways. At kasama na rin po doon yung pananamit natin because it shows our characteristics and yung attitude po natin sa pananamit natin because our clothes represents our behaviors and our values.
So you say it expresses your behaviors and your values. Sa tingin nyo, is that being omitted by having a uniform?
Yes, hindi porket naman na pare-parehas tayo ng sinusuot, pare-parehas na tayo ng pagkatao. Siyempre, we all have different styles of wearing our uniforms. May iba, nakagusto, button-up. Yung iba naman, hindi. Tapos, in a sense na sinabi mo kaganina, na kapag ba naka-uniform, nakaka-apekto ba siya sa pag-aaral? Una sa lahat, kasi in a uniform sense, lahat tayo pare-parehas. It's clean, it's malinis, walang odd na nakaka-distract sa mga estudyante habang nasa isang lugar tayo. Diba? Tapos, yung sinabi mo kaganina na does it help na anong tulong ng uniform natin? It's parang a sense of professionalism. Lahat tayo nakapolo dito. Tapos blouse. In a working sense, technically, in a working environment tayo, we learn. We develop our character, our skills, and our knowledge. It's a professional environment and thus we should act and look as part of it. Diba?
However, yung professionalism po, hindi yan nasa damit, nasa behavior na ng tao, as well as unity. Hindi naman yan nasa damit ng tao, hindi naman nagpo-foster ng unity talaga yung uniform. Ang nagpo-foster ng unity is yung behavior and discipline ng students. Tsaka yung professionalism, hindi naman porket naka-uniform na tayo, mukha tayong malinis. Pwede rin tayong, kung hindi natin papangalagaan na maigi yung uniform natin and yung appearance natin, well, we wouldn't look clean and professional at all. Kasi wala po yan sa damit, nasa pangangalaga yan ng tao.
Argue the same thing. Hindi porket na madumi yung kahit saan naman madumi. It's part of the uniform. The uniform must look clean. It must look it must look professional. Tapos, in a sense na...
However, must look professional. We can talk about the students na nasa mga liblib na areas, yung mga rural areas, yung mga kailangan pa nila tumawid ng tulay, maglakad na mahaba, umakyat ng bundok para makarating sa school. It's not about, hindi lang dapat natin tinutuko yung mga students na nasa cities and katulad na nasa municipalities. Kailangan din natin isipin yung ibang cases ng students.
Yes, hindi naman natin ine-exclude sa mga as I say my opinions, I put into consideration lahat tayo. Public, private, suburban, or provincial. Lahat tayo meron tayong a sense of unity when we wear this. It's not because na parang, kunyari, sa isang grupo, nasasabi natin na nagsasama-sama sila, there's a coordination among them. Pag una sa lahat, sa unang mata pa lang, they look alike. Siyempre. So, paano ka pag-form ng unity kung si team nyo, color blue ang team, si ate naka-yellow, si ate naka-white, si ate naka-red, di ba? Where's the sense of coordination pa lang? Sa appearance mo pa lang, wala na. Diba?
Hindi naman sa lahat ng pagkakataon dapat natin pairalin yung sense of unity. Kung mas makakapag-work sila productively wearing that kind of thing, edi go. Kung dun sila mas mag-e-excel, edi go. Bakit nyo ba parang hinahadlangan yon? So, again, ulitin ko, hindi naman lahat ng pagkakataon dapat natin pairalin yung sense of unity.
So nagfi-fixate tayo doon sa doon sa sense of coordination and of unity. Pero dagdagan ko lang yung isa pang concern na binabanggit din nila regarding the no dress code policy. May mga ilang opposed doon sa idea at meron din namang pabor because sinasabi nila na sa kasalukuyan nga daw na economic crisis or inflation, mako-compromise nga ba ng dress code ang uri ng pag-aaral ng mga estudyante? Is it something na makakabawas sa gastusin ng mga mag-aaral? Or is there a way that we can still enforce the dress code policy without putting that into consideration, yung financial crisis ng mga estudyante? Ano sa tingin niyo dito?
For me po, alam niyo naman po may mga programang nagaganap po dito. Yung pagbibigay, pagdodonate po ng mga uniform na hindi na ginagamit. So, yung sinasabi po nila yun sa mga taga-bundok po, yung mga taga-probinsya. So, para sa akin, pwede naman po sila humingi ng tulong para po kung yung mga magdo-donate, gusto mag-donate, pwede po nilang suotin yung uniform na yun, yung mga gamit na.
Okay. So, pero sa tingin ba natin, nakaka-compromise nga ba yung presensya ng dress code sa, first of all, financial stability ng mga mag-aaral at kanilang mga magulang? Tingin niyo ba?
Yung in response lang po sa sinabi ni Aliyah na doon sa mga remote areas, yung pwede na lang sila humingi ng tulong, do you think ba na pag humingi sila ng tulong agad-agad or ma-actionan agad to, especially ng government? Diba, as we can see, especially sa news, marami tayong nakikita dyan ng mga people, especially doon sa mga province na nagre-reklamo kasi yung binibigay ng gobyerno sa kanila is hindi sapat or sometimes hindi pa sila nakaka-receive nito.
Yes, you might not have your uniform available already, but what you can do is to try to mimic or replicate the colors or the sort of scheme that the school dress code has. If you wear white and black, then wear a white shirt and black pants. If your dress is brown and green, then go brown and green. You just try to replicate that, and soon, if you have the available money or you have your dress code available now, then just switch to that.
Palawigin pa natin. Sa konteksto ng mga magulang, kayo ba, binabayaran nyo ba ang inyong mga school uniforms?
Ayan.
Okay. So, sa tingin nyo ba, nakaka-compromise kung hindi kayo makabili ng school uniform?
Yes po, nakaka-compromise po ito sa financial stability ng isang pamilya po. Bakit po? Dahil kakagaling nga lang po natin sa isang economic crisis at kakagaling lang din po ng pandemic. So kahit sabihin po natin na medyo matagal na po nangyari yung pandemic, nag-a-adjust pa rin po talaga yung ibang mga pamilya at karamihan po ng mga pamilyang nasa kasama po sa parang mahirap na sector or yung nakakaranas po ng poverty. Okay, so tapos, yung sinasabi po nila na may mga programa naman po yung gobyerno na tumutulong po sa mga pamilya para makapag-provide sa kanilang pamilya, like makabili ng uniforms. Yung binibigay po ng gobyerno, hindi po ganun kasapat. At saka, hindi na nga po ganun kasapat, ilalaan pa nila sa pagbili ng uniform. Imbis na ilaan nila sa ibang mas importanteng bagay tulad ng pagkain, ibibila pa nila ng uniform para lang justify natin or masabi natin na may sense of unity sa paaralan.
Alright, to address naman your claim with the economic challenge in uniforms, as we all know naman, the most uniforms or the generic uniforms is just a white blouse, tas kung ano man pambaba. And those are mass-produced, tapos is widely accessible and available through most of the places. So it's not that of a big economic challenge. But still, I understand your point na some families don't really have the capabilities na mag-expense pa more. So, hindi lang naman yun yung parang sa gobyerno nang gagaling yung tulong eh. There's a lot of stakeholders na alam ko provides initiatives to help those students in need. An example of this is sa school nga natin na wala pa masyadong nag-raise ng problem na they need uniforms pero pinangungunahan na nila. They collected surveys of how many uniforms or how many students need uniforms. Tapos parang it's actually kind of shows the unity in us na we work towards people or we work towards helping people to have a uniform. That already gives the sense of unity the bond that we have in order to work towards a challenge, di ba?
Alright, sige. Mas dagdagan pa natin kung ano yung mga pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. No? Sa tingin nyo ba ang pagsusuot ng uniforme ayon sa kinikilalang kasarian? Since nabanggit nga natin, genderized nga daw ang uniform sa mga paaralan. Does it really create what we call a safe space sa paaralan kung papayagan natin na suot ng ayon sa kinikilalang kasarian ang mga estudyante? Anong masasabi nyo dito?
Well, I say that yes, because here's the thing that if you wear this anything you want to a school, and there's sometimes you will be mocked by that. Sometimes people will be bullied by that because sometimes.
However, wearing school uniforms na hindi mo naman gusto, pwede ka rin bulihin. If you're open about your sexuality and gender, tapos hindi naman appropriate yung school uniform sa gender mo or sa ginusto mo, you can also be mocked and bullied by that.
I have gay classmates, and I'm sure there are other sections with lots of gay students, and I know for a fact that they are not. They don't feel like they are held down by their privileges. They're comfortable in that uniform. It doesn't matter whether or not they have the freedom to wear something else. They still conform to that uniform because it's proper.
Hindi porket hindi nila nararamdaman yung parang pang-held down sa kanila dahil comfortable sila sa uniforms nila, is comfortable na din yung ibang estudyante or ibang parte ng LGBTQIA community dito sa paaralan natin. Kagaya nga nasabi nyo kanina, di ba, hindi naman tayo pare-pareho. May iba't iba tayong uri ng pagkatao.
We talked about values, beliefs kanina, and yung sense of equality kapag naka-uniform kayo. Sa tingin nyo ba, ang LGBTQIA+ community feels the need? Kasi you're generalizing the entire community. Or let's speak about the community that's in your school. Do you think na there is a movement that states na dapat hayaan nyo kami magsuot ng kung ano yung gusto namin kasi we feel na hindi kami komportable or we are not respected with regards to what we wear? What do you think about this?
Speaking po, for our community, as I am a head representative of the student government, so alam ko for a fact that the students feel safe and satisfied with the current uniform that we have. Tapos, there's no issues or concerns naman na raised to us na they feel uncomfortable or parang they feel suppressed. Kasi the uniform is proper. The uniform is parang it was made to please us or parang to make us the most comfortable it can be.
May kita natin sa, especially sa mga LGBTQIA+ na community dito sa ating school. Not just dito sa Felix, pati na rin sa school sa buong Philippines. So, I'm sure naman na meron din sila doon. And makikita natin sa kanila yung sa sarili nila na gusto nila na ma-express sa sarili nila but they can't kasi kailangan nila sumunod doon sa dress code policies ng school. So makikita pa lang natin to, may makikita tayong mga students dyan na kahit lalaki, mahaba yung buhok or even yung pagsusuot namin ng long socks. This shows na may gusto kami pero hindi namin siya makuha kasi there is something that hindering us from doing what we want.
Last na, siguro follow-up question, no? Mas nagiging agresibo nga daw yung current Education Secretary regarding dun sa DepEd Order No. 65 Series of 2010. Ito yung binabanggit ko kanina about no dress code policy. So, sa tingin nyo, nasusunod ba ito sa kasalukuyang panahon? Like, tingin nyo ba sa Felix or even in other schools, this is being exercised, yung no dress code policy? And sa tingin nyo, ano yung factors as to why some students may not follow this in their schools? Meron ba kayong datos or meron ba kayong personal experience na ma-share? Or at least something that is very much relevant to your communities?
Yes po, because in fact, a lot of universities or big universities in our country, wala po silang dress code. Katulad ng UP is a public university filled with scholars. And some of the scholars, wala talaga silang capabilities na mag-buy or mag-purchase ng school uniforms. Yun yung naiintindihan ni DepEd Secretary Sara Duterte, na hindi naman lahat ng pamilya capable na bumili ng school uniform. And actually, sa UP po, ang main reason nila kaya wala silang dress code based on our research is because they want the students to freely express themselves through their clothes.
Tingin niyo ba dapat ang ibang eskwelahan magkaroon ng dress code policy? Because as you said, it promotes professionalism. Like, what do you actually do in that environment? Ang tingin niyo dun?
Well, yes, of course. With your uniform, it helps that identify who you are and where you are from, and it shows that you are respecting your institution by wearing their merchandise. And I have a feeling that if you do not wear this merchandise and you just go into a school wearing normal clothes, and doesn't that feel like
There are other means of identification naman with regards to going to school or going to some administration. Like for example, binibigyan naman nila tayo ng temporary ID or naglalabas yung school natin ng ID, di ba? So kung sasabihin nyo na wala pa tayong ID hanggang ngayon, binibigyan tayo per room ng temporary ID at gumagawa na layout yung school ng composition rather.
Kahit mag-wear
for a
tayo ng
temporary
ID, may mga cases pa din na nangyayari dito sa school. Example, nung dati sa mga country ay naka-wear na sila ng ID, pero may mga cases pa din na nangyayari na may mga, sige, sabihin natin pwede silang gumagawa ng mga fake IDs. And kahit nag-wear sila ng uniform, nagkakaroon pa rin ng cases, kahit naka-uniform and ID, nagkakaroon pa rin ng cases. Kaya kahit sabihin mong
Same with the uniforms, pwede naman din ma-replicate yung logo eh. Pwede
kahit
din ma-replicate
uniform
yung
at
logo
ID,
eh.
uniform at ID, kahit magkasama yan, may nangyayari pa rin cases. Pero, mas maraming cases nangyayari kung naka-civilian ka lang.
Actually, katulad nga ng sabi mo, may nangyayari pa rin cases kahit naka-ID ka or uniform ka. In short, hindi naman talaga na-prevent yung incidents or na-prevent or nalilesen yung incidents by wearing IDs. Ibang cases na may mga students na nai-involve sa mga gulo outside the school while wearing their uniforms, it actually affects the reputation of the school.
Okay, sige. Habang pinagdidiskusyonan natin ang tungkol sa security, pinag-uusapan din natin kung ano nga ba nagiging impact sa imahe ng mga eskwelahan kung meron or wala man silang dress code policy. We talk about schools as a professional setting. We talk about it as a place of learning. Tingin nyo ba, hindi ba nai-impose ang disiplina and respeto sa mga individual kung meron silang school uniform or wala silang school uniform? What do you think about this?
Yes, kasi dress code is a regulation, and like other institutions naman, we have regulations na we follow to the simplest and to the most technical regulations. So by having this sense of a rule na to follow, we build a discipline na to follow and to obey na things na should
We
was
firmly
built
believe
on.
na kahit wala kayong dress code, pwede ka naman mag-impose ng discipline through other things. Parang ayang pag-i-implement lang ng dress code is another way or a minor way lang para mapakita yung discipline ng isang tao. Pero kahit wala naman yan, pwede maging disiplinado yung isang tao. Bakit ikaw, kahit naka-complete uniform ka at nag-a-abide ka sa school dress code natin, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun, disiplinado ka na. Pwedeng medyo ano ka pa rin.
I choose to argue to that point. Having uniforms isn't just a minor part of setting discipline in an institution. It's setting an example eh. Kasi if you're in uniform, you're obligated or not, you have a responsibility to carry the reputation of not just yourself, but the whole organization as a whole. And thus, you're obligated to do your best and to bring fame or glory or honor to that name.
So are you saying na kaya ka lang disiplinado kapag naka-uniform ka kasi obligado kang gawin ito? And come to think of it, kung hindi ka na naka-uniform, hindi mo nasuot-suot yung uniform mo, hindi ka na disiplinado. Discipline comes from our houses. It is taught by our parents and other people. Discipline is a value. It is not an obligation.
Yeah, but here's the thing, okay? Listen, it's not just in your house that you should be taught discipline, because that's just in your house. That is not outside in public.
Discipline starts from our houses.
Yes, and it will help, and you will learn. You will learn this more discipline as you go outside, because you are
Yes,
taught.
but other factors can teach us discipline too, not only uniforms. We are saying that there are other factors that affects or imposes discipline, not only the uniforms.
you were saying na it's not just the example. You're actually the one claiming na it's a minor example. And I'm saying na it's a large contribution kasi, na we're just not obligated. Pero kasi, if you have a responsibility wearing that uniform, alam mo sa sarili mo na you should be upright at all the time, lalo na in the public eye. Tapos, of course, it's not just about the responsibility of parang having to give honor or fame to that, once wearing the uniform, you actually get that honor in din. Na parang the good reputation that comes from your organization. It's a give and take scenario, di ba?
Ayun nga, so kahit naman nakasuot ka ng school uniform, kagaya nga nasabi namin kanina, hindi pa rin maiwasan ng mga bata na ma-involve sa mga gulo or sa mga unmoral activities sa loob at sa labas ng mga academic institutions nila. Parang pag nakasuot sila ng uniform, may responsibility sila. Pero sa tingin nyo ba, nagagampanan nila yung responsibility nila dahil lang nagsuot sila ng uniform?
It's not about a question of ability eh. Siyempre, iba-iba tayo. Pero it's this form of oneness kasi. Na parang, of course, if that individual has a problem, kung may sarili siyang, kunyari, itsura, people would think na it's not their problem. Kasi, bakit hindi ba naman siya part sa atin? Pero if that individual is part of a parang yun nga oneness, kunyari uniform.
This is not about the unity. This is about the availability of the parents to sustain yung mga needs ng anak nila to buy uniforms or kung ano mang school merchandise
As
niya.
I have discussed kaganina, it's not really an economic challenge or that not a big economic challenge kasi una lahat is mass-produced and there's a lot of initiatives from stakeholders, lalo na here sa school natin, na would aid naman those people in need, di ba?
If it's mass-produced, bakit marami pa rin tayo nakikitang children dyan, students na hindi pa rin nakakasuot, nakaka-comply sa pagsuot ng school uniforms?
Wait lang, aawatin muna natin yung mga debaters natin. I love all the valid points that you've raised earlier. Kaya naman huwag kayong aalis at magbabalik lamang ang Schoolmates!